Have you ever stopped to think that there's kind of this secret language we all speak, especially at work and meetings, but even just in everyday life? It's like a hidden code we use for our biggest wins and, well, our most surprising challenges. So today, we're going to crack that code.
I mean, really think about it. Why on earth do we talk about sports when we're talking about business? It's a little weird, right? But the thing is, when we say these things that seem totally out of place, somehow everyone knows exactly what we mean.
Okay, take this phrase right here, hitting a home run. On one side, it's this amazing moment for an athlete, the crowd goes wild, and on the other, it's what your boss says after you just nailed a huge presentation. Same exact words, but two completely different worlds. So, what's the connection here?
Well, it turns out this isn't random at all. There's a really fascinating origin story behind all these expressions, a single source that has totally shaped how we talk about success and failure.
And that source is baseball. Yeah, America's pastime. See, the game got super popular right around the same time the modern business world was really starting to take shape. So as the country grew, the game grew with it, and its language, all about strategy, taking chances, and getting clear results, it just became the perfect shorthand for all the challenges of professional life. So to really get how these phrases made that jump from the field to the office, let's just quickly go over a couple of key terms from the game itself. It'll all make sense, I promise.
First up, you've got the pitcher. This is the player who throws the ball, and their whole job is to make it as tricky to hit as they possibly can.
And then there's the inning. A whole game is broken up into 9 of these periods of play. And this structure, this idea of having distinct turns and only so many chances, well, that's absolutely crucial for the language that came out of the game. All right, so now that we have the basics down, let's see exactly how the language of the game became the language of the deal. We're going to break down some of the most common phrases you hear all the time. Let's start with the big one, the home run. In baseball, this is it. This is the absolute best thing a batter can do. It's a super powerful hit, and a lot of the time, the ball is launched right out of the stadium. It's a clear, undeniable victory. And here's what's so cool. That feeling of ultimate success, it just translates perfectly. A home run in your everyday life isn't just a win, it's a huge accomplishment. It's a total game changer. So when your manager says this, they're not just saying, hey, good job. What they're really saying is that you did the best possible job. You didn't just win the game, you knocked it clear out of the park. Okay, next up, we've got the curveball. Now this is one of the pitcher's best tricks. It's a pitch that looks like it's coming straight, but then it curves at the very last second. It's all about deception. And that feeling of being tricked or caught off guard, it translates perfectly into our everyday lives. A curveball is that unexpected problem that just comes out of nowhere and forces you to think on your feet. So when your boss throws you a curveball, it just means all your plans for the day have suddenly changed. Some unforeseen challenge just popped up and now you've got to deal with it. We've all been there, right? All right, next is a much simpler one, being up to bat. In baseball, this is totally literal. It's just the person whose turn it is to hit the ball. All eyes are on them. And in life, this idiom is all about taking your turn. When it's your time to act, your time to speak up, or your time to take responsibility for something, well, you're up to bat. I mean, this is such a classic workplace scenario. You've probably heard this in a meeting. When your boss points to you and says this, it's a crystal clear signal. The spotlight is now on you. It's your turn. And finally, let's talk about strikes. In the game, a batter gets 3 chances, 3 strikes to hit the ball. If they fail 3 times, their turn is over. They're out. It's a system built on limited chances. And that idea that you don't get unlimited tries, that's what makes this phrase so powerful outside of the game. When someone says that's strike 1, what they're doing is marking a first mistake. It's a warning that there are consequences, and your chances aren't infinite. And hey, this one isn't just for business, right? We use it everywhere. It's just a really simple way of saying, okay, that's your first warning, don't let it happen again. So there you have it. We've just decoded 4 key phrases that made the leap from the baseball diamond right into our daily conversations. So let's do a quick recap so you can add them to your own playbook. Here it is, nice and simple. A home run is that big, game-changing success. A curveball, that's the unexpected problem you never saw coming. When someone says you're up to bat, it just means it's your turn. And strike 1 is that first mistake, that first warning. 4 really powerful ideas, all from one game. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought. Baseball has given us this incredibly rich vocabulary that we use all the time. But it really makes you wonder, doesn't it?
What other secret codes are hiding out there in the words we use every single day, just waiting for us to find them?